stop the live. But for those who are here, we are reading the first book of the Chronicles, chapter 11, 12, and 13. So I'm going to keep reading chapter 11, and I was on verse 24. I will not delete the first live. I'll just keep on reading whatever I start or where I stopped, if that makes sense. But I'm back. I'm a human being and I have life going on. Anyway, the first book of the Chronicles, chapter 11, verse 25. Behold, he was honorable among the 30. Let me do this. Okay. He was honorable among the 30 who had been chosen to okay. Behold, he was honorable among the 30, but attained not to the first three. And David set him over his guard. Also, the valiant men of the armies were Asahel, the brother of Joab, Elan, the son of Dodo of Bethlehem, Shamoth the Horarite, Helez the Pelonite, Ira the son of Ikesh the Tekohite, Abiezer the Anatotite, Sibekai the Hushatite, Eli the Ahohite, Mararai the Netophathite, Heled the son of Bahanan the Netophathite, Ittai the son of Ribai of Gibeah, that pertained to the children of Benjamin. Okay. Children of Benjamin, the Pirathonite, Hurai of the Brooks of Gash, Abiel the Arbathite, Azmaveth the Baharumite, Elihabah the Shalbonite, the sons of Hashem the Gigonite, Jonathan the son of Shage the Hararite. I am the son of Sakar the Hararite, Eliphal the son of Hur, Hefer the Mecherathite, Ahijah the Melonite, Hezro the Carmelite, Naharai the son of Esbiah, Joel the brother of Nathan, Mibhar the son of Hagsheri, Zelek the Ammonite, Naharai the Borothite, the Armoraber of Joab the son of Zeruiah, Ira the Etherite, Gareb the Iterite, Uriah the Hittite, Zabad the son of Ali, Adina the son of Shiza the Reubenite, the captain of the Reubenites, and 30 with him, Hanan the son of Maacah, and Joshaphat, I think it's Josaphat, the Mithnite, Uzziah the Ashtarite, Shammah and Jehiel, the sons of Hutan, the Aroerite, Jediel, the son of Shimri, and Joha, his brother, the Tizite, Eliel, the Mahavite, and Jeribai, and Joshua, Joshavia, the sons of Elnam, and Hitman, the Moabite, Eliel, and Obed, and Jaziel, the Mesobite. The first book of the Chronicles, chapter 12. Now, these are they that came to David to Ziklag, while he yet kept himself close because of Saul the son of Kish, and they were among the mighty men, helpers of the war. They were armed with bows and could use both the right hand and the left in hurling stones and shooting arrows out of a bow, even of Saul's brethren of Benjamin. The chief was Ahiezer, then Josh, the son of Shema the Gibeathite, and Jeziel, and Pelet, the son of Asmaveth, and Beraka, and Jehu the Athothite, and Ishmaiah the Jebonite, a mighty man among the 30, and Jahaziel, and Johanan, and Josabad the Jedrathite, Eluzai, and Jerimoth, and Behaliah, and Shemariah, and Athaiah the Arophite, Elkanah, and Jeziah, and Azarel, and Johezer, and Jashobeham, the Korathites, and Johelah, and Zebadiah, the sons of Jeroham of Gedor, and of the Gadites there separated themselves unto David into the hold to the wilderness men of mighty, and men of war fit for the battle, that could handle shield and buckler, whose faces were like the faces of lion, and were as swift as the roars upon the mountains. Ezer the first, Obadiah the second, Eliab the third, Mishmannah the fourth, Jeremiah the fifth, Attai the sixth, Eliel the seventh, Johanan the eighth, Elizabeth the the ninth, Jeremiah the tenth, Macbaniah the 11th. These were the sons of Gad, captains of the host. One of the least was over 100, and the greatest over 1,000. These are they that went over Jordan in the first month, when it had overflown all his banks, and they put to flight all them of the valleys, both toward the east and toward the west. And there came of the children of Benjamin into Jerusalem and Judah to the hold, and David went out to meet them. Peaceful heart shall be thereon, and rebuke it. Then the Spirit came upon Amaziah, who was chief of the captains, and he said, Thine are we, David, and on the thy side, and on thy side, thou son of Jesse, peace be unto thee, and peace be to thine helpers. For thy God helped thee. Then David received them, and made them captains of the band. And there fell some of Manasseh to David, when he came with the Philistines against Saul to battle. But they helped them not, for the word of the Philistines upon advi- advisement sent him away, saying, He will fall to his master Saul to the jeopardy of our heads. And he went to Ziklag. There fell to him of Manasseh Adnah, and Jozabad, and Jediel, and Michael, and Jozabad, and Elihu, and Zilthai, captains of the thousands that were of Manasseh. And they helped David against the band of the rovers, for they were all mighty men of the valor, and were captains in the host. For at that time, for at that time, day by day, day by day, there came to David to help him, until it was a great host like the host of God. And these are the numbers of the band that were ready armed to the war, and came to David to Hebron, to turn the kingdom of Saul to him according to the word of the Lord. The children of Judah that bare shield and spear were 6,800, ready armed to the war. Of the children of Simeon, mighty men of valor for the war, 7,100. Of the children of Levi, 4,600. And Jehoiada was the leader of the Haaronites, and with him were 3,700. And Zadok, a young mighty, a young man mighty of valor, and of his father's house 22 captains, and of the children of Benjamin, the kindred of Saul, 3,000. For Hitheroth, the greater part of them, had kept the word of the house of Saul, and of the children of Ephraim 20,800, mighty men of valor, famous throughout the house of their fathers. And of the half tribe of Manasseh, 18,000, which were expressed by name, to come and make David king. And of the children of Issachar, which were men that had understanding of the times, to know what Israel ought to do. The heads of them were 200, and all their brethren were at their commandment. Of Zebulun, such as went forth to battle, expert in war, with all instruments of war, 50,000, which could keep rank. They were not of double heart. And of Naphtali, 1,000 captains, and with them with shield and spear 37,000. And of the Danites, experts in war 28,600. And of Asher, such as went forth to battle, expert in war 40,000. And on the other side of Jordan, of the Reubenites, or Reubenites, and the Gadites, and of the half tribe of Manasseh, with all manner of instruments of war for the battle, 120,000. All these men of war that could keep rank came with a perfect heart to Hebron to make David king over all Israel. And all the rest also of Israel were of one heart to make David king. And there they were with David 3 days, eating and drinking, for their brethren had prepared for them. Moreover, they that were nigh them, let me read again, verse 40. Moreover, they that were nigh them, even unto Issachar and Zebulun and Naphtali, brought bread and ashes, and on camels, and on mules, and on oxen, and meat, meal, cakes of figs, and bunches of raisins, and wine, and oil, and oxen, and sheep abundantly, for there was joy in Israel. The first book of the Chronicles, chapter 13. And David consulted with the captains of thousands and hundreds, and with every elder. And David said unto all the congregation of Israel, if it is seem good unto you, and that it be of the Lord our God, let us send abroad unto our brethren everywhere that are left in all the land of Israel, and with them also the priests and Levites which are in their cities and suburbs, that they may gather themselves unto us. And let us bring again the ark of our God to us. For we inquired not at it in the days of Saul. And all the congregation said that they would do so, for the thing was right in the eyes of all the people. So David gathered all Israel together, from Shihor of Egypt even unto the entering of Hamath, to bring the ark of God from Kirjath-Jearim. And David went up, and all Israel, to Baalha, that is, to Kirjath-Jearim, which belonged to Judah, to bring up thence the ark of God the Lord, that dwelt between the cherubims, whose name is called on it. And there carried the ark of God in a new cart out of the house of Abinadab, and Uzzah, and Io drove the ark, the cart. And David and all Israel played before God with all their might, and with singing, and with harps, and with psalmisters, and with timbrels, and with cymbals, and with trumpets. And that and when they came unto the thresh, thrashing floor of Shidon, Uzzah put forth his hand to hold the ark, for the oxen stumbled. And the anger of the Lord was kindled against Uzzah, and he smote him because he put his hand to the ark, and there he died before God. And David was displeased because the Lord had made a branch upon Uzzah, wherefore that place is called Perezuzah to this day. And David was afraid of God that day, saying, how shall I bring the ark of God home to me? So David brought not the ark home to himself, to the city of David, but carried it aside into the house of Obed-Edom the Gittite. And the ark of God remained with the family of Obed-Edom in his house 3 months. And the Lord blessed the house of Obed-Edom and all that he had. And this is the last verse of the first book of the Chronicles, chapter 13. Tomorrow chapter I will read chapter 14, 15, and 16. So, that being said, I want to say hello to Cynthia. I mean, Diana Gaita. Anytime.